welcome to Nltv. This is your anchor, Rovinyo Lama, and you're watching Nltv News Now. Now headlines. Konyak Civil Society Organization reiterates their demands to repeal ASFA from Nagaland, also demand All India Army camp located in the vicinity of civilian area to be vacated immediately. A total of 71 new COVID-19 cases reported in Nagaland over the past 24 hours, with the active cases mounting up to 691, with 3 fresh fatalities reported. The death toll increased to 742. Bharatiya Janata Party intensifies poll campaign in poll-bound Goa. Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari on Tuesday releases party manifesto ahead of February 14 polls. Karnataka High Court said to hear a plea on Tuesday against the hijab ban in several junior colleges as the controversial issues refuses to die down across the states. Gautam Adani, chairperson of Adani Group, dethroned Reliance Industry owners Mukesh Ambani as Asia's richest person. According to the Bloomberg Billionaire Index, Adani network reaches $88.5 billion US, overtaking countryman Mukesh Ambani $87.9 billion. The news in details. The Konyak Civil Society Organization held its first roundtable tripartite talk with the Assam Rifles and the Mon District Administration on the aftermath of the December 4 and 5 killing in Mon District. The Konyak CSOS appealed to the Konyak community to abide by the decision of the state government on the issues pertaining to army patrolling and convoying, while they also requested all the Naga political groups to adhere to the solution adopted by the Konyak General Masses, which were notified on December 20, 2021, and restrain from unwanted activities so that the Konyak people can pursue their demands. Notably, during the first roundtable talk, Konyak Civil Society Organization reiterated their 3 demands, where they mentioned that all officers and Jawans involved in the massacre of 14 innocent Konyak youth be booked under applicable civil code, and the action taken to report to be shared in public domain. Further, all Indian Army camps located in the vicinity of civilian areas be vacated immediately, and that the Armed Forces Special Power Act ASFA be repealed. Governor of Assam and Nagaland Professor Jagdish Mukhi visited the St. Joseph University in Dimapur on Monday. A program was held in the university auditorium to where Bishop James Topfield and the DC of Dimapur was also present. The governor in his speech congratulated the teachers and students for responding to the pandemic courageously and talked about how technology plays an important role in the pandemic, providing online education. The governor further congratulated the university for providing high-quality education and for being flexible. The visit made by the governor was to inspect the teaching faculties and interact with the students. The welcome address was made by Dr. D. Ginant Durai and vote of thanks by Dr. A. Antonison.
I'm honored to be here with such a distinguished gathering today within the campus of your institute. At the outset, let me congratulate all the students, the teachers and the staff of the university for responding to the pandemic in a most praiseworthy manner. This gathering takes place amid an extraordinary global crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic has been unprecedented in the modern era. The entire world has been facing a difficult time. The coronavirus has impacted all walks of life. The education is no exception. Fortunately, technology provided a solution schools, colleges, and universities across India have continued to provide education in the online mode and made e-resources available to its students. It shows how a university's contribution to society can go far beyond imparting education. Ladies and gentlemen, the young minds that come to this campus are fertile and open to innovation. Here is a place where ideas are nurtured, taught and learned. I am glad to learn that St. Joseph's University provides a unique curriculum that emphasizes on skills which can bridge the gap between education and employment, and education system is a choice-based credit system having some flexibility so that students, depending upon their interests and aims, can choose interdisciplinary and skill-based courses. It's also indeed a privilege for the students that this university offers a high-quality education at full-time postgraduate and undergraduate courses, along with the programs in the engineering, information technology, arts, commerce, and management courses. Dear students, today we are in an era when rote learning must be kept aside and the idea of research in education has to be promoted. Our new national education policy is a guiding light for all of us as it encourages research and development. Education under this policy will move from content heavily towards learning more about how to think critically and solve problems, how to be creative and multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adopt, and absorb new material in ever-changing fields of study. The curriculum will include basic arts, humanities, sports, and languages, and it will be based on our culture and values. In the promotion of education, then the task of the government is to help create the right environment in which the young minds will be fired with creativity. The NEP aims to prepare them for the world of tomorrow while also equipping them with the best of our own.
Western Sumi Kukami-Hoho, Vice President, General Secretary and Judicial Advisor under the Presidentship of Vihutu Yaputome, held a press conference and relief camp at Balijan area on 7 February. WSKH donated vegetables and rice to affected families in Balijan area. WSKH's executive in a press statement said that the Naga local residing in Balijan area have not encroached any land but have acquired the land with proper papers work, and that they have bought the land with their own earned money, and slammed the Assam government for forcefully starting the eviction drive before the prior deadline issued by the High Court. WSKH executive have appealed to the state government to look into the matter of hardship faced by the Naga community in Balijan area and urged the state government to take necessary steps with Assam government for earlier settlement, and asked both the government to help affected families.
Balijan bostite amikhan Nagaman kiman thagi ase sob Assam government ghor affection gurigena bharte thagina duk pa nimite amikhan olop chaul sobji khan tai khan je motob kurubole aise kile mani Nagaman kiman jon yete Balijan bostite ase sob tu nije pocket pra poisa pra mati tu site kinigena bhayase holebe Assam government tu itu nije pocket pra kinigena thaga tu hands up no kurigena कोर्ट लगास्ते और फिर नसाई कना जबरदस्त इनका घर सर भांगा दिखने बेशी दुख बात निम्ते अमिखान इतु के ओलब साबुले नागामन खान मोतब कुरला ऐसे इतु निमित्ते अमिखान लगा बाबिना तो আমি খান স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট পি ইটো বালিজন তে নাগামান কিমান আছে ইটো কান তে মতব কৰিব লাগে কৈ কিনে আমি খান ইটো পি এপেল কৰি দি আছে
লাষ্ট কৰি না পিসফুল কৰিব নিমিতে আমি খান এপেল কৰি আছে স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট পি ইনিশিয়েট কৰি দিব লাগে নাগা মানুহ আছে আৰু আসাম হবি ট্রাইবল আছে ইকি আছে এগুলোক কিনিকা আহিছে ইনিকা থাকিব লাগে কৈ কিনে আমি খান উইচিং সিম আমি হ স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট বোর্ড স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট এপেল কৰি আছে
Washington Sim Kagami Ho press release. The Washington Sim Kagami Ho appealed to the Nagaland state government to look into the hardship faced by our brothers who are living in Balijan area. The tribal people have been residing there peacefully for the past 40-50 years with proper land document purchased from the Karbi people. The tribal people have not encroached or forcefully occupied Assam land. Therefore, the Washington Sim Kamiho urges the state government to take necessary steps with the Assam government for early settlement and urges the state government to provide assistance to the affected tribal family at the earliest. Vyuto Yepto, President Washington Sim Kamiho, Kawato Exaya, General Secretary Washington Sim Kamiho. To press release.
The Singhu village under Mon district gifted a log drum to the people of Noklak, which was pulled by all Pangsha, New Pangsha, ITC DAN, Wongtoi village and Kingpu and Pongyu under Myanmar using a traditional method of pulling the log drum is 25 feet. Is inland and took almost 4 to 5 days to reach the outskirts of Noklak town. The log drum was pulled by almost 300 volunteers. The log drum was pulled to DC office around 8:30 to 9 a.m. on Monday to show for the upcoming handicraft festival on 9 February. The DC shared that log drum have many traditional meaning and significant, but the most important thing at the moment is to remind themselves that if they stand in unity, everything is possible.
Yate program ki chok pe amar hetobasi yate aigina jama gura government officials kan aro KTC president hoigina bosti pura kiman jon aigina ase sob ke thanks janai di ase itu log drum laga program do amar dobasi kan tai kan initiate kuri kina aji success hoigina anise याते मैं दिखा तो होले सबसे डांगर लेसन याते दिखा तो होले यूनिटी मैं खान यूनाइट करिबो पारिसे होले खाली तो समान নহয় तो सभी सक्सेस होबो मैं खुशी पादो सिंगन्यू बस्ती खान पुरा घुरी घास दिसे दान ऑल पांशा আৰু নিউ পাংশা ওয়ানসই আমার নকলা ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লাগা আৰু মিয়ানমার লাগা কিংপু আৰু টনিও সব মিলাই কিনা ইটো কাম কৰি কিনা আজি মই খান ইয়াতে আনি কিনা পুঞ্চি লৈছে ইটোতো হইলে আগেতে মই কোৱা নিচিনা মানুহ ইউনাইট কৰিব পাৰিছে গলে কাম এনেকা সাকসেস হয় ইটো নিমিতে ইয়াতে কিমান জমা হৈ কিনা আছে Noklak Pungja Basude Yate Tanigina Anakan, Aru Moikwa Bosti Council Hange, Sobke thanks, Janai Diase. Moikan, Itu Log Drum to Hile Handicraft Festival Kali Purso Hobo, Itu Tante Chulaigina, Moikan DC Office La Compounded Rakilobo. Itu Log Drum to Hile, Moi Pravi Abuna Hane.
Nagaland on Monday reported a total of 71 new COVID-19 cases, with the active cases standing at 691. Notably, Kohima reported the maximum with 38 cases, followed by Dimapur with 23 cases. Among the other districts, Mokuching reported 6, Wokha reported 2, while Mond and Twensang reported 1 case each. Furthermore, the state cumulative recoveries have increased to 32,041, while the death toll increased to 742, with 3 fresh fatalities reported in on Monday. Dimapur District Task Force on 6 February started their COVID-19 awareness campaign in and around Dimapur. Volunteers from different NGOs and Gamburas along with some forces are expected to be participating in the campaign. The spearheading important COVID-19 awareness.
Task Force represent Korigina, Project Dimapur COVID awareness too. We have started this in 2020. Aro COVID-19 pandemic aigena eman problem alagena thagato amakan to in order to give awareness to the citizens, because pandemic for some it is not real, but for many people it is real. Ito nimidai how to protect our citizens from COVID pandemic. Ito nimidai amakan. This was started with the concerned NGOs, representative from the NGOs, CSOs, and FPOs. Iniga hoigana, Pastor Memo Lotha, the pastor of Lotha Baptist Church Dimapur. Today, convener ke banagina amakan itu aman 3 sal to consecutive Korea se. Of course, not throughout the year, but then amakan itu 2020 that 30 days awareness week loise 2021 to be similar. Aro itu them to be because of the Omicron surge in Dimapur. Itu manukan to itu hoise kun hoy nijor protect care korile hobo ko ase be many people are not aware. Many people are aware, yet still many people are not aware. So we need, in order to give more awareness to the people, amakan to start korisha. So we are very thankful to the district administration for providing us the space and to reach out, to the people with the message. Aro itu kani nohi gina yade police force aro dobashis itu kan amakan ekda hat mosbut korigina jadole. It is a collective effort. So I would like to request all the citizens of Dimapur.
Mizoram on Monday reported 2,224 new COVID-19 cases with no new fatalities in the last 24 hours. And the death toll in the state stands at 623. Active case load now staying at 13,991, while a total of 1,88,109 COVID-19 cases have been reported in Mizoram so far, informed by the State Department of Information and Public Relations on Sunday. Furthermore, a total of 2,239 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, taking the cumulative recoveries to 1,73,495. As per data, Mizoram COVID-19 daily positivity rate now staying at 27.37%. A total of 8,125 samples were tested on February 7, 2022, out of which 982 samples belong to males, while 1,242 belongs to females. Union Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari on Tuesday released the Bharatiya Janata Party manifesto for the Goa Assembly polls. Notably, Gadkari is on a day-long trip to Goa to extend several campaign programs. It is to be mentioned that after releasing the polled manifesto, Gadkari is first scheduled to proceed towards a Parnem bus stand to address a public meeting at around 5 p.m. to boost the campaign trail of BJP Parnem candidates. Furthermore, after addressing the rally in Parnem, he will be proceeding for Tivim to address another public meeting at Sirsai ground at 6 p.m. While at 7:30 p.m., Gadkari will end his day-long campaign program by addressing the last rally of the day near Ganpati Mandir, Shillong. As the assembly election in the coastal state is just around the corner, the government of Goa on Monday declared February 14 as a public holiday in view of being the polling day. In notification issued by the General Administration Department of the Goa government, it stated that it will be a paid holiday for all the government and private establishments. Notably, Goa is scheduled to go to the assembly polls on February 14th, while the counting of votes will take place on March 10. The Karnataka High Court is set to hear the petition against the hijab ban in several junior colleges on Tuesday. The hijab ban has been questioned in the High Court by a group of students from Udupi's Government Junior College. Notably, hijab protests began last month at the Government Girls PU College in Udupi when 6 students alleged that they had been barred from classes for insisting on wearing the headscarf. The student in a plea stated that the ban violates the right of freedom of religion enshrined in Article 25 of the Constitution. Meanwhile, a massive crowd of students protested at Mahatma Gandhi Memorial College in Udupi, Karnataka on Tuesday over the hijab controversy. One group in the hijab and another wearing saffron scarves protested in a confrontation just before a High Court hearing on hijab restriction on campus. Students wearing saffron who were already in the colleges shouted slogans of Jai Shri Ram, while young women in hijab alleged that they were pushed out of the gates. The Karnataka High Court is set to hear the petition against the hijab ban in several junior colleges on Tuesday. The hijab ban has been questioned in the High Court by a group of students from Udupi Government Junior College. Notably, hijab protests began last month at the Government Girls PU College in Udupi when 6 students alleged that they had been barred from classes for insisting on wearing the headscarf. The student in a plea stated that the ban violates the right to freedom of religion enshrined in Article 25 of the Constitution. Meanwhile, a massive crowd of students protested at Mahatma Gandhi Memorial College in Udupi, Karnataka on Tuesday over the hijab controversy. One group in the hijab and another wearing saffron scarves protested in a confrontation just before a High Court hearing on hijab restriction on campuses. Students wearing saffrons who were already in the college shouted slogans of Jai Shri Ram, while young women in the hijab all alleged that they were pushed out of the gates. Business tycoon Gautam Adani dethroned Mukesh Ambani as the Asia's richest person on Monday, as his net worth reached $88.5 billion. According to the Bloomberg Billionaire Index, overtaking countryman Mukesh Ambani $87.9 billion, notably with around a $12 billion surge in his personal fortune. Adani is the world's biggest wealth gainer this year. It is to be mentioned that at present Adani owns 12 ports and plans to be the world's biggest port operator by 2030, while he has also announced plans to expand his green energy capacity almost eightfold by 2025. The Adani not only becomes the Asia richest but also becomes the 10th richest person in the world. The Congress party on Monday released its 8 list of 28 candidates for the upcoming assembly polls in Uttar Pradesh. Notably, out of the 28 assembly seats, 10 seats have been given to the women candidates, as it was the party commitment to give 40% seat to women candidates. It is to be mentioned that in Uttar Pradesh, the Congress party and the Old India Congress Committee state in charge Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are emphasizing on women. Meanwhile, election to the 403 assembly constituency in Uttar Pradesh will be held in 7 phases starting February 10th, while the counting of votes will take place on March 10. India on Tuesday reported 67,597 fresh COVID-19 cases, while the active cases stands at 9,94,891, showed the Health Ministry data. Furthermore, a total of 1,80,456 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, taking the cumulative recoveries to 4,40,658. As per the Health Ministry data, the national COVID-19 recovery rate now stands at 96.46%. The air quality in the national capital on Tuesday continued to remain in the poor category, with an overall air quality index at 280 as per the System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research. Notably, the level of PM 2.5 and PM 10 was recorded at 114 in the poor category and 206 in the moderate category, respectively. Meanwhile, the AQI in Noida stood in the poor category with AQI at 297 and in Gurugram in the moderate category with AQI at 200. Furthermore, the SAFA bulletin stated that the AQI is likely to improve to moderate or satisfactory category by the 9th evening due to expected rain and associated wet deposition on the 9th. This is all for now. For more updates, keep watching Nltv.